Hello and welcome to Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Capricorn, okay? So this is for any placement you have in your chart of Capricorn. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-watcher, I welcome you with open arms because heaven knows I was a cross-watcher for many a video myself, so I get you and I got you. Now, I will mention the decks I use as I use them. If I don't, they will be in the description box below. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I have 3 placements of Capricorn in my chart. Let's get into our cards. Yes. But my placements are more in the outer planets. Yeah. So, I think it's Uranus, Neptune. It's Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Yes. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. And you have the 4 of Winter with the 5 of Autumn at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Okay. Alright. And the 3 of Winter. No. The card was gonna fall. I'm like, nay! No falling. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. In any case. Now, that is the first set. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Capricorn, please come forward and share what else they should expect for this coming week. And you have Balance, which would be Temperance in this deck, which would be the card of Sagittarius, and the Queen of Autumn. Now, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, and you got the Emperor, card of Aries. Yeah. With the 9 of Spring and the Strength card. Strength, 9 of Spring. Very interesting. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week. Please, angels and guides. 4 of Spring. Yes, that is what I like to see. With the 10 of Winter at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Now, by the way, I use selenite on my decks. It's very angelic. Ooh, one moment. It's very angelic crystal, so I like it. Yeah. Alright. So, for the 4 of winter, the 5 of autumn, and the 3 of winter, please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and clarify these cards. Please, angels and guides, anyone with the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why these 4 cards are here for them in the first set. And you got the Glencaner. Yep. The Death card. Talon the Poet. And Iris of the Rainbow. As well as She of the Crutch. Don't tell me what to do. And don't tell me what to say. So the next set, that is it for the first set. Now for the second set, you have the Balance and the Queen of Autumn. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect for the coming week by clarifying these 2 cards. Please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect from the coming week. Please, angels and guides. And you got the Feline, as well as the Singer of Transfiguration as the first placement. Then you have List of the Shadows and the Fairy who was kissed by the Pixies. Yeah. And the Singer of Connection. And the Undressing of a Salad. And Pohariel of the Water. And Guardian at the Gate. Yeah. Okay. So now you have, for the third set, you have the Emperor, the 9 of Spring, and the Strength card. So please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect by clarifying these 3 cards for the third set. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what they should expect. Card vomit. I say nay. So, please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share what these cards are here for. Please, angels and guides, anyone from the highest good, please come forth and explain. So, the first card you got is the Pook. The Pook. And the Fairy Godmother. I don't know why I took it from the top. I was led to take it from the top. Next you got Jehovah. Ecstasis. A Collective of Pixies. And the Singer of Initiation, as well as the Laum. And the Bright Mother. Now, for the last set, you have the 4 of Spring and the 10 of Winter. So, please, angels and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for my Cappies, please come forward and share why these 2 cards are here for the last set. Please, angels and guides. And the card that fell out was Mike the Myomancer in the reverse. And you have the Singer of Courage at the bottom of the deck. Excuse me. As well as the Piper. And Arvel Parrot. Okay. Now, first set, you have the 4 of Winter, the 5 of Autumn, and the 3 of Winter. So let us unpack this. Okay, so the 4 of Winter talks of going within to figure out what your next step is, right? It says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. So you need to go within to figure out what is your next step. Then you have the 5 of Autumn, which talks of reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Yeah. So you went within. And you figured out, well, then I have to do something because this is just preposterous. It's taking too long. I'm becoming tight. My money purse is becoming tight, or is emptying out, so I need to boot it. Right? Now, the next card is the 3 of Winter, which talks of reach out to others for comfort and love. Well, there you have it. You have reach out twice. You will grow stronger from this situation, sadness that will heal with time. Well, you see, the first one is reach out to others for assistance, which would be the 5 of Autumn, 5 of Pentacles. And then this one says reach out to others for comfort and love. Basically, reach out to others for assistance, but this is for material assistance, and this is for emotional assistance. I feel like what you are going to embark upon is going to be something that you've never done before, and you need, it's kind of scary, but I'm getting that it's kind of scary, but it's totally worth your while. Yeah. Totally. Now, the cards clarifying the first set are the Glankener, which at the very end talks of clear sight, right? So you are going through, or you have gone through, illusion, delusions, lust, projection, and now due to all what you've gone through, you now see clearly what it is you need to do. Okay, that's what the clear sight is here for, because you went within and you figured out what your next step is. Then you have the Death card. Now, the Death card in this deck talks of natural, timely ending, release, liberation. So once you've gone within, you figured out what it is that you need to change. And once you do it, things will shift. Things will get easier. Then you will be... Yet again, we have clear sight. So you really clearly see that you're on the right path at this point. Don't tell me what to say, and don't tell me what to do. Oh, that's all I ask of you. Next you have Iris. Yes, you have Iris of the Rainbow, which talks of hope, promise for the future. So this thing that you clearly see that you need to do, which is your next step, okay? You hoped and wished for this, and you see that this is your next step. This is what you're going to be doing. the new journey you're going to be embarking upon. Then you have She of the Cruach. Now, She of the Cruach talks of the receptive principle, fertility, and nurturing. Yet again, I feel you're going within to figure out what your next step is, and once you do figure it out, and once you see how you're going to get there, it's not going to be accepted by everyone. You're going to meet with some resistance. So that's when you are going to need to be nurturing of yourself to be able to deal with this, because I feel like this shift that you are going to embark upon is clearly what should happen, your next step in order for you to live your highest and best life, your best possible life, right? Next you have the Balance, which is Temperance in this deck, right? Which is a Sagittarius card. Now, this talks this at the bottom, it says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. What did I say? I was talking about people are not going to be okay with your decision, but you have to take their opinion with a grain of salt and be like, I see what you're talking about, I get your perspective, but this is my perspective, and I'm going to work on finding a way to make everybody happy, but at the end of the day, I need to make myself happy first and foremost, right? Then you have the Queen of Autumn. Now, the Queen of Autumn is a very generous, stylish, gracious, and practical individual. So I feel like the way you're going to do it is very practical. The way you're going to break it to the people who are kind of against you doing what you're going to do is by being practical. Because you know that is what's going to help them see things your way, right? It's so practical, they can't say no because it just makes sense. I mean, yeah. So the card at the very bottom talks of be practical with respect to how you proceed. Very, very apropos. The ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can make your dreams come true. So this is that thing that you're working towards, that thing that you're going to do, which won't be very well received by others. It is the best, probably the best option for you. Though, keep in mind that if you get some resistance on their part, it's because they can't, they're having difficulty with you moving away. Are you doing something different than they did? So yeah, that is what I'm getting. Next you have the Feline. So now the Feline talks of getting it right, delete completions, tidying up loose ends. I feel like you're gonna be very attentive to every little thing to make sure that this transition goes over smoothly. You're making sure that all your T's are crossed and all your I's are dotted. Yeah. Next you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Now the Singer of Transfiguration talks of transformation, transcendence, and metamorphosis. So this thing that you are embarking upon that is going to demand crossing the T's and dotting the I's is going to be a transformative experience for you, which is a lot, right? Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. That's all I ask of you. So you're basically putting these naysayers in their place. You're like, okay, that's your opinion. I'll take that into consideration, but this is what I want to do. And I will find a way to make it work. So, just watch me. Watch me. I don't know what... I can't remember the whole song. I just remember that tidbit. Anyway. So then you have List of the Shadows. And the reason why you are so adamant on doing this is probably because you have healed your shadow. And the possible reason that they don't want you to do this is because they haven't yet. Is what I'm picking up on. Right? So you've healed your shadows, your shadow side. And they haven't yet healed their addictions, their bondage. It's just, they haven't done it yet. Completely. Okay. Even though you're going to have a little resistance, in whatever it is that you're going to embark upon, I feel like it is going to lead you to the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Now, this card is the happiest card in this deck. Alright? It's like the sun, that's the happiest card in tarot. Now, this is the happiest card in this deck. Which yet again, is the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Next, you have the Singer of Connection. Now, the Singer of Connection is a spiritual connection, karma, balance, empathy. So you've balanced out your karma. Now you're going towards, well, you've balanced out your karma because you've worked on your shadow self. And now you're working towards, you're going towards your spiritual connection, which is beautiful, but not everyone's going to get that from the get-go, so just be mindful of it. Then you have the undressing of a salad. Now, you having done all this work on yourself is going to give you the look of someone who is being impossible, achieving the impossible. Right? Because you've done what most haven't done ever. Right? Work on their shadow self. Which is a lot, let me tell you. Okay? Then you have Pohariel of the Water. Now, Pohariel talks of gracefully accepting change. So I feel like over time, they will accept the change. But it's gonna take some time. Right? I mean, you do have the Queen of Autumn here. I mean, Autumn is a very slow-moving energy. Not to say that the Queen of Autumn is slow. She's very understanding. She's all the good things of the earth suit. But I mean, it still is a slow but steady moving pace. And I feel like that is what is mentioned here. It's slow but steady acceptance of the change. So it is going to happen. Just might take some time. Next, you have Guardian at the Gate. Alright. Now, Guardian at the Gate talks of passage to new life, openings, gatekeepings. Yes. Well, however long it takes. Once you do get through that gate, things will be great. Okay, it's a passage to a new life. There you have it. It might take some time, but once you do, you're going to go through a gate towards a new life for yourself. So, now, the third set, okay? The third set is comprised of the Emperor, card of Aries, the Nine of Spring, and the Strength card, card of Leo. Right? Now, the Emperor at the bottom of the card says, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. So you might be dealing with an Aries, alright? Or you might be seeing this issue, like you might be seeing this resistance from whomever you're dealing with. And you might be like, you know what? I'm going to use logic and structure to do away with this issue. Yeah. Because I'm a pretty smart cookie. Then you have the Nine of Spring, which talks about protect the fruits of your labors, prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead, environmental conservation. Though I feel like it's not gonna be easy. It's not. It's going to demand some. What's the word I used? I used it today as well. Stamina, some grit, and your willingness to prove that it is really what you want to do. Yeah. Now, with that, you have the Strength card. Now, the Strength card is the card of Leo. So, it says the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Ah, yeah. She's amazing. Yeah. Well, I have, which is interesting because I have Leo, my rising is Leo. So I'm like, is this talking of me? So basically this change that you are, that is coming in, that you are thinking of bringing is going to have a little resistance, but it's going to have some resistance. And in order to be able to clearly do that, you're going to have to tap into your moral strength and also your ingenuity. Yeah. Then you have the Pook. Now the Pook talks of shape changer, the good and bad and good. Paradox resolution. So you see, alright, you see the issue and you're like, okay, now I see the good and the bad and the good. I see how I'm going to resolve it. And I see that it might take some time. So it's just a matter of being, whatever this project is, you have to be completely, if it's about a new job somewhere else, if it's about a person from somewhere else, or if it's whatever, you just have to be, both of you have to be clear with each other how you're going to tackle this issue, is what I'm getting. Next you have the Fairy Godmother. Now the Fairy Godmother, alright, talks of gifts, talents, grace, and helpful lessons. I feel like this will be a lesson, a very good lesson for y'all. It's going to teach you a lot. It's also going to help you become a better person. Better, more stronger, morally stronger, or moral strength. Then you have G Hobaya. Now G talks of imaginary fears, unreal hazards, realistic caution. I feel like this is for the naysayers of your project. They're unreal, they have unreal fears. They are imagining things to be afraid of. Alright? They're also expecting they have impossible expectations, like unreal hazard. Like they are expecting bad things to happen, which are unreal hazards. So there's no worry to be had. But at the very end, it says realistic caution. So like I mentioned prior to that, is take everyone's perspective into consideration, merge viewpoints, and still do what you want, but do it in a way that people will feel like you are taking their concerns into consideration, so that they don't feel separate from what it is you're going through, right? Then you have ecstasis. Now, ecstasis talks of ecstasy, joy, rapture, and motivation. So I feel like to you it's a mute point, because to you it's just joyful, it's ecstasy. It will bring you, like, it will take you, like, you feel like this is your next step. This is what your soul is calling you towards, basically. Though there is also a question of getting the pixies, the collective of pixies, that is the people that support you, on your side. 'Tis what it is, right? C'est la vérité. It is reality, is what I said in French. Next you have the singer of initiation. Now the singer of initiation talks of passage through trial, triumph, new level. So whatever this project is, whatever this thing is that you're getting some resistance for, it will allow you to move to a new stage in life. It is going to be a bit of a, not stretch, but it's going to be some work involved. But once you get over this hill, it will definitely be a triumph, and you will definitely soar to a new level, which is amazing. Then you have the Laum. Now this thing that you are going to accomplish, okay, which is going to demand a little bit of effort on your part, is going to unconditionally give and receive from you. It is the thing that you have been working for your entire life. That is how big this is. Though it is going to demand a little bit of, unconditional giving from your part in order for you to unconditionally receive. And then you have the Bright Mother. Now the Bright Mother talks of creativity, productivity, nurturing, and intimacy, as well as sheltering. So whatever you will nurture, whatever you will put your time and effort into, will give you rewards. Now, I just want to mention, okay, because I've been working on a project for like close to 2 years now. Well, more than 2 years. But I've been slowly but surely working on it. I know it's not as fast as some people would like, but I would rather slowly but surely work on it and understand it fully before I launch myself into something and lose an arm and a leg doing so. Now, the next card, alright, is the Four of Spring. Well, the next set is comprised of the Four of Spring and the Ten of Winter. Let me check. And the Ten of Winter. So, the Four of Spring talks of be grateful, you have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. So this will come into reality, because prior to that Four of Spring, you went through a Ten of Winter, okay, which is that there's the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. But prior to that, there had to have been a dependence, an addiction, or codependence. So you went from something extremely difficult, and now you are reaping the rewards because you have done the hard work on yourself. Okay. Next, you have Mike the Myomancer in the reverse. I feel like, because this card in the reverse says, are you ignoring life's acute life the is not so basically Mike talks well in the upright Mike will talk of being able to see, like to foretell what is coming through the little details of life. So myomancing is basically being able to read through the way that mice and rats are acting and deciphering something from it, discerning something from it. Now the reverse would be, are you not paying attention to what is happening around you, the little details, right? God is in the details. I know the saying is the devil is in the details, but I'm like, you know what? God is in the details. Why not? You can basically foretell, well, what is pulling cards? But getting indications from the universe of what is coming. Signs, messages. So just be aware of what is coming to you from the universe. Then you have the Singer of Courage. Now the Singer of Courage talks of bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength. So, what I'm getting is that, well, seeing the little details for some of you might be a little taxing. You're not used to it. It's going to take some bravery to change that aspect of you. But then you have the Piper. But once you do that, you will find the order of things. You will understand how to understand more about your life and to be able to go through your life in a much better and positive way. And in order to make sure that you bring this into your reality, it is suggested that you utilize Arvo Parrot's energy, which talks of communication. So when in this case, it would be communicating with your higher self, your intuition, your higher self, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, whatever you believe in, right? In order to help them get on board with your project. So, my gorge, well, first of all, before I end the reading, you can do that as well by thinking about this end result, by adding emotion to it. You are still telling your angels and guides and ancestors that this is what I want. Okay? So, with that, my gorgeous Cappies, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I might not answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Cappies, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!